Hello kids, so grade 2, this is your new chapter, chapter number 10. The name of the chapter is Houses We Live In. As we all know that we all live in a house, so are you ready to go a journey of a house? Yeah. In this chapter we are going to understand what is house, what type of houses we have and why we need a house. In this topic, first of all, we understand why we need a house, why we live in a house. We all need a house to live in. We all need a house, whether it is a human being, whether it is a insects, or you can say animals. Everyone needs a house to live in. A house protects us from heat, cold, rain and dust. Not only us, as well as the animals and insects need to protect themselves with the different kind of things. Like you can say heat coming from the sunlight, cold in a cold season or weather, rain in a rainy season, as well as the dust. We all need to protect our body and ourselves from all these four things. So for that, we all need a house to live in. It also protects us from wild animals and thieves. When we live in a house, we protect ourselves from the wild animals, or you can say animals. They cannot bite us, or you can say harm us. Thief means chore. We protect ourselves, our things, our valuable things with the thieves in our house. We protect all the things in our house. If we live outside, under the tree or somewhere else, so we cannot protect our things from all these things or protect ourselves with all these things. So we need a house that is very important for all of us. The house where we live in with our family, the house where we live with our family is called a home. We don't say it a house, we call it a home, where we live with our parents, our elders, whether a family is a very big family or a small family, we need to live in the family. We called it a home. We called it a home. Now have a look at something different topics. Like first of all, we talk about type of houses. So are you ready to learn about that? Now we talk about type of houses. Mainly there are two type of houses people lives in. First of all, we talk about permanent house. Permanent house, you can take out your books as well, textbook, in which you have to take out page number 61 and you have to read it with me and you can understand the topic as well. Permanent houses are those that cannot be moved from one place to another place. Permanent house always be a fixed house. If we made our house in a permanent place, they never been changed from their places. They always be there on the same place. Now, we talk about the bungalows, or you can say apartments. These kind of houses are called permanent houses. When we made them once, they never been changed. Or if we want to change, we have to sell it or we have to break it. For that, we need a JCBs, or you can say a manpower to break down these kind of houses. By ourselves, we never ever break down these kind of houses because they are permanent and a lifelong houses. You can say a hut is also a permanent house, but these kind of houses are very weak. Weak in sense, if there are a storm, or you can say a hard rain, a very hard rain, these kind of houses got vanished. ये खराब हो जाते हैं. So these kind of houses are permanent, but these are very weak because these kind of houses are made up of mud, you can say twigs and bamboos and etc. But these three are the examples of permanent house. Now we talk about temporary house. As you can see, three examples of permanent house. You can see a bungalow, you can see an apartment, or you can see a hut. Now we talk about a temporary house. Temporary houses are those that can be moved. These kind of houses can move from one place to another place. You can take your house with you if you want to change your place. Yes, of course. Read about some temporary house. First of all, we talk about houseboat. And sending you one more video which I already shared to grade 1. Now I shared that video to you also, so you can understand very much clear about these 4 kind of temporary houses. We talk a little bit more about these 4. First of all, we talk about houseboat. This is a houseboat. It floats on water. These kind of houses floats on water. You can take them in a river or oceans. Such houseboats are found in a Dal Lake, Kashmir and a Kerala. These kind of houses are very much popular in Dal Lake, Kashmir and Kerala. Second, we talk about caravans. Caravans. This is a caravan. It runs on wheels. These kind of houses moves on a wheels. And Banjaras and Gypsies lives in caravan. When we talk about Banjaras in India, these kind of houses are used by caravans. They use caravans. In foreign country also, so many people use caravans when they live in that house as well as they run their business in the same way. Next we talk about this is tent. This is easy to fold and carry anywhere. Most probably soldiers, or you can say campaigning persons, use these kind of houses. They fold their tents with them and they took them with them and they can go anywhere for campaigning or for the soldiering. Soldiers, when they go to the borders, they mainly live in tent because these kind of houses are temporary house. For some time they can use it. Soldiers and scouts live in the tents. Last we talk about igloo. This is an igloo. It is made up of snow. Yes, it is an igloo and it is made up of snow. It remains warm inside. A ice house that is very much warm inside but made up of snow outside. The Inuits in the cold region lives in igloos. When we talk about Arctic regions, people live in igloos because there are nothing else just of snow there. They use snow to make their own houses, but these kind of houses are temporary, not a permanent house. So I hope you all understand these kind of points very much. You can go through a reading in a PDF file I am sending you. Thank you so much. Stay home, stay safe.